speak. Okay. Maybe like 3 months ago, I used to live Long Beach with my brother. The the worst thing in Long Beach, especially like where my brother lives, is the parking. I mean, I had to pay like $150 just for the parking because I got like 3 tickets over there, and I still didn't have a license. So, and for me, parking is the worst. So now I'll be talking specifically about parking on campus. Parking is a daily problem for us. Like when you go to the mall, campus. So Michael Swicker, in his article, speaks about autistic life in university and the parking problem that he had. Where he said, in my junior year, I hired a car and joined the group looking for a parking space to my class. I went from walking for 25 minutes to find a parking space, 30 minutes or maybe more. So I mean, imagine like, just wasting 30 minutes of your time and also the gas from your car just to find a parking space. So, as a student, we like to use that time to at least like to study or get something to eat. As for myself, unfortunately I have missed like a couple of classes just because of the parking space in the CCULA. I mean, especially for me, it's 11:30. It's almost impossible to find a parking spot until like after 30 minutes or more. So for that I did some research for it and I found some great solutions. Well, as a start, I mean, I think if we found an effective parking management, the campus to be like, for me, I think it's going to be a much happier place because I hate parking, especially in the morning. So I'll be talking about 3 things about parking: problem, causes, and solutions. So first, about the problem. I mean, the problem for parking. I mean, students become very desperate just to find the parking. And of course, I'm one of them. And we have a student from Harvard campus where he said his name is Alex Guzman. He said, my class starts at 10:30. I have to be here at 8:30 just to find the parking. I mean, imagine like maybe 2 hours just to find the parking. I mean, it's the worst. And let's not forget about the students who have a full-time schedule with the 18 units or maybe sometimes have more. So missing, being late to a test, missing a couple of classes might be the last straw, and that's what happened at the Harvard campus, where the female student just like, I mean, she left the university because she came to the parking, she didn't find the parking, she turned down, left, and never came back. So, and also let's not forget, because like most of the campus, there's a shortage for parking spot. So the only thing that you have is to park illegally. And that happened to my brother at fall. I mean, he just bought a new car, so he went to campus with it. I mean, less than a week he got a ticket. Less than a week. So when I asked him, he said because he didn't find the parking spot, and all he had is to park illegally, and for that he took he either took a ticket or being late to class. So he paid $50, something like that. And then after talking about the problem and the effect of it on the student, now I'm going to talk about the causes. The first thing about the causes, it's the year that it was built, the campus when it was built. I mean, like most of them are very old, so they can't keep up with the environment. Like you can see over here, and also statement from David Ball, where he said the increase in enrollment from enrollment is the main reason for the shortage for parking spot. I mean, he said enrollment jumps from 14.5 million to 18.2 between 1997 and 2007. So we can say like for the campus that very old, I mean, they likely didn't have a space even to build a parking spot. And even if they have, let's say they have a place to build a parking spot, the other cost, because it's very expensive. I mean, just to build, let's say one space, it may cost between 13 to $15,000 just for one space, and which is very expensive. And it also, if you build more parking spots, it also may cause more traffic for the students, which is something that we don't need. And okay, after talking about the causes and the problems, now we have the solutions. Well, the first solution that I have is, like I said, my brother is in California State University, Long Beach, and they gave them an ID card which allowed them to take the bus for free. I mean, it's fantastic. I hope they do it here, because for myself, I also used it in Long Beach, which is awesome. And I mean, my other friend, he's also in Long Beach. He uses the bus like every Thursday, to be more specific, every Thursday, because his class is afternoon, so it's really impossible to find a parking spot at that time. So and it's free and it's more comfortable instead of circling around just to find a parking spot. And also my brother, after the ticket, I mean, he learned his lesson, he now uses the bus. And my other solution, which is the campaign called here, and it was made by an oil company from South Korea, and it's called S Oil. So now I'm going to show you the clip.
Took action. It is on a mission to save oil. Right here, right now. Thus begins the HERE campaign. It is set up a HERE balloon for each parking space. As a car parks in it, the balloon falls. When the car exits, the balloon rises. Cars can spot these balloons from afar. They can spot open parking spaces without wandering. Finding quick parking means saving oil.
Well, as you can see from the clip, they used a balloon just to show you if there's an empty space, instead of, like I said, circling around. And since they're an oil company, their main reason was just to save oil also, which is good for us. I mean, because in US it's very expensive, not like Saudi. For the conclusion, let's do a recall for everything that we talked about. First thing, we talk about the problems, which that made the student life much harder. I mean, just because of the time that they waste to find the parking, and then the cause, which was the enrollment, one of them, and we have the solution, which was the HERE company, the HERE campaign, and like parking, maybe like now for CCLA, it's not that big of an issue, but for students, their life is really hard just to keep up with the classes. So we should make an action by at least the least thing that we can do is write a letter to the people who are in charge of the parking, or who can do something about the parking, to find by sending them at least the solutions, or to make them aware that we have a parking problem. Thank you.